From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to... Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today is determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Again, it's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing Jones. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Henry up the middle. 45 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And that's part of why you signed Daniel Jones to a big new deal, his ability to run the football. Here they love going to the quarterback draw when they get down close to the goal line. And Jones sees the lane and takes it into the end zone.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vincent Barty say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
2nd and 9. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a game of 11. And the Chargers down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
14 more yards. That's another Chargers.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Giants.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
14 yards. That's another.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jaylen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with a touchdown run.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. To the 43, 2nd down. The Giants had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but you're getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 110 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks, is pretty impressive.
Set to kick off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Ahmad Gardner got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Now that was a great play defensively. Every gap in the middle covered. They end up losing yardage, and now that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Hand off for Warren.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And the Chargers first down.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Los Angeles.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Giants' 6-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
In motion, the tight end. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, they think they're going upfield, and they curl back and show their numbers to the quarterback and complete the play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he bowls over it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball 3, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it. Warren. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
The option right, it's Jones. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Pushes him over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
At the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
The toss right to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now it's Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. And again, Herbert. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So, halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here comes third down and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case. Not
at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
155 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now Jones. Off play action.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Warren will try the right side.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Chargers.
Now run with Warren. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
42-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
That'll be taken in by Flowers. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Warren.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On the run, it's one. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's one. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a second and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
A 2-yard pickup. Exit third and
Back to throw. Herbert. He has his target. It's Addison. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jordan Addison. 29 yards. And the Chargers have cut the lead back down to 2.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
the Chargers will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie him.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, first and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. Throwing on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now an option play on second down. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. No gain on the play. And that's going to set out a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Option left, it's Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jones going to keep once more. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the top.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
22-yard line.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Gregory Rousseau picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being tucked on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
A gain of 4.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
On the coverage.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. L.A. readies for its next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Sauce Gardner, he got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's now third and
From the gun on third down. Herbert. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Troy Anderson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 6 yards.
Herbert. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Herbert to throw. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Warren is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Throwing Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football.
It's a turnover on downs.
You got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.